Doomy.
Hello everyone, my name is Hecthor Doomhammer and welcome to the update vlog of March 16, 2017. A lot has happened in the past 3 months and I'll just blaze through it. I lost my job in January, was unemployed for the majority of January, and in February I got myself a new job at DHL. The job consists again of sorting packages, again it's in the evening, and again it's only part-time, but they have forklifts that I can drive. And the past couple of weeks I've done a lot of forklift driving. But they also have that thing over there, an electric pallet truck. And I'm allowed to drive that too, and I've been driving that a lot as well. Pretty much leaving me sorting packages for a single week. And the more I do the driving thing, the better I feel. Due to the fact that the first couple of weeks at this new job site was sorting packages, I kind of got frustrated with everything. My living standards, my quality of life have been severely lowered due to the fact that I'm in this financial bullshit and I want to get out of it. I want to improve my quality of life, but I can't until I've paid off all of my debts. I also stopped streaming. I stopped making YouTube videos for a while just to get my head straight and look for another job. Couldn't find it just yet, but mood increased for the better over time. And I still had 13 replays of Rise of the Reds 1.87, the very first version of it. And I decided, well, I might as well just cast those, bulk record them in a weekend that I have available, and just get them out there. And then I also casted a replay of the second version of 1.87, which was the previous video that I uploaded on my channel. And I spent a whopping 6 days, due to the very limited amount of free time that I have in the day, on a single video. And 3 of those days were completely wasted, due to my own mistakes, and due to the way that I wasn't too sure on how to do it. And I've decided that after having put in so much time and effort into that one particular video, especially since in post-editing I learned that the videos were completely unsynced, and that wasn't fixable anymore, I just decided to say, okay, this will be the only time that I do it, and from now on it's just going to go back to the old formula. During the hiatus, I noticed that Twitch now allows us to change our username. And for the longest time, I actually wanted to have a Twitch channel centered around the name of Hecthor Doomhammer. But when I first started Twitch 4 years ago, it was supposed to be a test channel where I would just set up a stream to see like how's the quality, how can we improve stuff, and eventually stream at Mental Meisters. But I decided to keep the channel and eventually started to do my own thing, and I wasn't feeling up to messaging 75 plus people to say like, hey, there's a new channel and this channel is going to go away in two weeks or so. So I just kept the Paljongels channel, but when I learned that Twitch allows us to change our username, that's something I immediately did. So right here you will now see the new channel link, and that is the only thing that has changed. If you had followed me on Paljongels, you will already follow me on Hecthor Doomhammer. And the Paljongels link actually no longer works. In terms of my debts, there has been some phenomenal news yesterday. 2 days ago I saw my bank accounts. I basically get a overview on how much money is coming in, how much money is going to be spent out, and what's left. And at the end of last year I knew that I would be left with less than 2,000 euros in debt. And I could have actually paid it all off, but I wouldn't have any money left as a buffer, just in case that it's my luck that I pay off all of my debts and the next day my TV breaks, or my refrigerator or my laundry machine breaks, and then I won't have any money left to buy a new one or to have it repaired. So I decided against paying off all of my debt, and instead, when I saw the bank account 2 days ago, I went to my financial guardian yesterday and I opted to pay off all of my debts right away. He agreed, but he said that the company that is the debt collector is a bit stingy and might not accept all of the debt in one single go. So after a few phone calls, it's been made clear that this month I'll be paying off 1,000 euros, and then at the end of April I'll pay off everything that's left, which is less than 1,000, and then at the start of May I will be debt free. In less than 2 years I will have paid off a total of almost 7,000 euros worth of debt. And I've worked my ass off for it. And with that, at the start of May 2017, all money that comes in that isn't going into my groceries or my bills goes to me. And while I have one more thing that I say is higher priority than improving my own quality of life, after that is taken care of, there's enough money for that right away. After that has been taken care of, then I will be spending money to improve my own living quality, namely curtains and a ceiling fan here in my living room with light, ceiling fan with a light in my bedroom, maybe some other small stuff around the place, and then eventually we'll start working on upgrading this PC and then getting the new PC over to my left with the 2 screens, new PC, of course, new green screen, so that this piece of paper can go away at long last, proper lighting and all. And then I can actually use this PC just for the watching of YouTube and streams, and then the other PC will be purely for work, because I've got quite a lot of stuff planned in the next coming months, because I am hereby officially ending my hiatus. As a matter of fact, tonight I'm going to be celebrating that with a stream of Super Mario World. I just finished setting up the whole scene for that, so that it'll look somewhat decent with a proper overlay and such, and I'll be streaming the entire game, but I don't know if I can finish it tonight, and if I can't, I'll finish it tomorrow night. But the Sundays I want to dedicate to a project that I started in July 2015, only did one thing off and then had to cancel it because of job, and that is the mod Spotlights. I'm bringing those back, and we're going to be starting out with something a little different, namely Attack Superior. Graham Dilach will join me again to showcase what he has been up to in the past year and a half or so. We're just gonna play some multiplayer games, look into all of the new stuff, because it's still Red Alert 2 in open array, and we'll just see what happens. And the Sunday after that, I will start Crazy Mod for General 0 Hour, and I'm gonna look into it before I start to see how many factions are there and what is new. But I'm not gonna look in depth like, okay, what does it do? I just want to know what I'm up against in terms of how many streams should I dedicate to this project. And I will still do Crazy Mod, as I mentioned. I will still do Contra, and I will still do Untitled, the public version that is available. And down here, you will see a couple of other mods that I will already do. Now, if there's a mod in that you want me to do, but isn't in the list, all the ones that I just mentioned, then just leave a comment, hit me up on Facebook, on Twitter, or email me. Just let me know, and I'll see what I can do about that. However, besides the General 0 Hour mods, I also want to expand it over to Red Alert 2 and Yuri's Revenge mods. I've done a few in the past. Think of Attack Superior, as I mentioned, think of Mental Omega, but also Red Resurrection and Colony Wars. And I have a couple of Red Alert 2 mods, very, very old Red Alert 2 mods, somewhere on the disc here. And I want to dive into those as well. And down here, you'll now see a list of the mods that I can already confirm. And if there's a mod that you want me to showcase and it's not in the list, then make sure to leave a comment or hit me up on Facebook or email me or Twitter me, and we'll see what I can do. Because I can already say that there are a few mods that I either cannot do because they're not publicly available, or simply don't want to do for personal reasons. So if it turns out that there's something that I don't want to do or cannot do, I'll just respond in a way like, hey, sorry, it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be dedicating one series of weekend to one mod for General 0 Hour, and then the next series of weekends for a Red Alert 2 Yuri's Revenge mod, and then just keep on going, keep on going. So for the next couple of months, there's plenty of content. In terms of download links, because people might want to download the mods for themselves. In terms of Twitch, I will have a Doomybot program to occasionally drop a link to where you can download the mod. And in terms of YouTube, first and foremost, warning, the streams will be uploaded as a whole, so expect the 2+ hour videos back. But or in the move description of those videos, I will be posting a link to where you can download the mod as well, so that what I play, you can play as well. In terms of the Fridays, I will be going from Open Array to Mental Omega to Rise of the Reds, so that each of those 3 main projects will have about an equal amount of screen time, because I still wanted to dedicate more time to Open Array, and I want to push people to start playing Rise of the Reds online again, especially the 1.87 version. But yeah, this upcoming Friday, it will be either Super Mario World or probably Mental Omega. And then next week will be Open Array and then Rise of the Reds. And then Mensal Omega, Open Array, Rise of the Reds, etc. I also remember that last vlog I told you that I didn't have a smartphone. This was my birthday present from my parents. It's an Acer smartphone. Don't ask me what kind of Acer, I don't remember, but I now have a smartphone because people constantly were complaining about the fact that I wasn't on WhatsApp. Fun fact, this is my old phone and I'm still using it to make phone calls because there's some prepay left on this and I want to finish this prepay first before I'll look into a proper subscription for this, because this also had some prepay left. So yeah, and no, you cannot have my phone number because that's personal and this is business and I like to keep them separated. So yeah, tonight I'm looking forward to Super Mario World. So, if you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a thumbs up. My name is Hecthor Doomhammer. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.